Okay, hi everyone. In this video, I'm doing another photo critique. This one is Piotr Cock. It says in his email, I'm guessing Piotr is a he. Ooh, nice photos. Okay, cool. Hello, hi Mr. Dom. Yes, Mr. Dom. I'm following your YouTube channel since the beginning. I'm an amateur photographer and treat it like a hobby, but I'm trying to become more professional. After I watched your photo critique videos, I decided to send you some photos and wait for your answer. So that's the moment. I'm sending you few photos from different categories. Okay, I'm sending you a few photos from different categories, and please critique as hard as you like. I hope you'll find some time to critique these photos. Thank you for your tutorials. Sorry for my English. I know it's terrible. No, your English is very good. Just a couple spelling words, but that's easy enough. PS, use a 450D and a Tamron 28-75, my lens. 2 max speed light, don't know what that is, and a studio light with umbrella. Okay, let's go look at these photos in big size. Let's hope you've put some names on them. I hope. Okay, so first shot, catwalk. It's called catwalk. Okay, indeed, it is a catwalk shot. A girl coming down a catwalk. I'm liking the fact the light on her is natural coloured, so her top looks white, her skin looks lovely and tan. She looks like a very beautiful model. We've also got the light coming off just to the side. I'm wondering if that's a studio light that's done that, as in one of the actual lights in the location, like these guys here. You can see there's quite a lot of like shadows on her face from her like actual nose there, and then a little bit of shadow there, but that's looking fine. Yeah, you got her in mid-walk, and you've got this stuff in the background, and the background's all kind of blue, so she really pops out there. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, catwalk stuff. Only thing I would say, great shot, good lighting, good exposure. Good exposure. She's right in the middle, that's fine for a catwalk kind of idea. You're not looking for kind of outside or any of that kind of stuff. It's good you've taken away most of the distractions. You can't see the people sitting down at the side or anything like that. And any distractions that are in the background, they are the advertisers, which generally would be happy with being in any of the photos. What is also good, so nothing really against this photo, but also good is if you're doing catwalk shots, getting the full body shot all the way down to the shoes as well. Because, you know, if it's catwalk, it's usually about the clothing or about the model, and it's sometimes about how the model walks, or everything that they're wearing right down from the bottom. The only thing I would say is maybe your trousers are a little bit dark, as in here it's just black. And her hand also a little bit blurry there, so maybe a slightly faster shutter speed. Now remember, if you're using flash here, the shutter speed shouldn't have any effect on your flash. All it will do is make the background a little bit darker, but it also have frozen her hand thing there, so that would have been blurry. But as it's a catwalk shot, you probably didn't have too many options open to you there. But yeah, no, that's a good shot. Critiquing wise, yeah, the background's at a bit of an angle, if that's the only thing, but otherwise not too bad, not too bad. Okay, that's good. Let's see the next one. Okay, here's a flower. It's called Fell Apart. It's a macro shot. Okay, I don't know whether it's the two came up. Don't know whether it's a resolution here that you've sent it to me in, but it looks blurry to me. Background's nicely out of focus, but the actual flower itself isn't sharp at any point here. No, it's not that sharp. But again, that might just be the size of the photo that you're actually sending to me. So if you want to send a more high-res resolution one, that'd be good. Again, this one's fine. Background stuff might be good if you just positioned yourself. See how it's black up in the corner here? Maybe if you'd gone down to a different angle and slightly twisted the flower around, you'd have a totally black background behind the flower here, because you've got this big white blob there, a white blob there, orange blob there, Also, the flower isn't the best, as in you've got bits of it that's dead there, bits of it that's falling there. Usually if people want to see a flower, they want to see a perfect example of it. So yeah, flower shots, oh, but your shot is called Fell Apart. Okay, I understand now. So you've used the name to help me understand. So it's the idea that the flower is falling apart. Okay, good work. That's where a name comes in handy. So yeah, okay, I see where you're going there, but I definitely think tiny change of position and just having a totally black background, because the light there, it looks like just natural light coming from all over the place. So having a darker background with less distractions would definitely be better, but also just sharper, because that's just really a bit blurry going on there. Okay, next one. Okay, so here is a studio-esque looking shot here. It's called Look at Infinity, Portrait of My Girlfriend. Okay, you've got a very pretty girlfriend. Okay, this is a very high-key image. So high-key being that the general overall exposure tone is in the higher part, so it's a lot more kind of brighter toned. The lighting that you've done, we can zoom right into your eye. You can see the umbrella being used there, but because you've done that overexposure, it's also given great softness to the face, to the skin. You barely see any pores. So that's one of the strong points of doing a high exposure or a high key image there. Okay, you've got her over to the right. Her eyes are super sharp. That's looking good, and yet the back of her face is almost kind of blurry, just a little bit out of focus, which is good because it brings all the attention on the eyes there. Possibly a little bit stronger makeup to make the lips stand out a little bit more, because they do kind of look like, almost because you're so overexposed here, it looks like there's a massive gap between her nose and her lips here. This is that the septum? I think no, that's the septum there. This is your something else. And it, after a while, if you look at it too long, it looks like there's just this giant gap and then this tiny mouth. So that's where I think maybe a slightly different angle light, where you would see more of the shadow happening in this bitty here. I can't remember what it's called. That bit there. Would be good, but otherwise the focus on her eyes, or that eyeball, is very, very good. And yeah, no, it looks cool, and it looks, oh yeah, I'm seeing a bit of a rim light happening from the back here as well. Yeah, good, that'd be good. That'd be good with a logo on it, definitely. If you've got a Piotr logo down at the side there, that would look pretty mean there. The only thing is, looking to infinity is model ideas is just like, I'm not really getting what her face is. Is she angry? Is she inquisitive? Is she grumpy? Is she upset? Because eyes-wise, looking to infinity, it's all about the eyes, but the face itself is not really giving me this idea that she's looking to the future, they're looking to the possibilities, or she's just kind of going, there's the future, there's infinity. So not a thing on the photographer, but more just your communication with the model to see if you can get more out of, you know, tiny movements in the model's face to make the image just that little bit different. Just a tiny little change of the mouth could have a huge effect on the whole feel of the image. But yeah, good. Next one. Okay, so this one is called the Off-Road Rally here, and it's a truck going into some water. There looks like there's some light from the side coming in and hitting the truck. The truck looks like it's almost been in an HDR photo, and you've got the splash going on there. The only thing is, I would say, is it's a bit of a dull image. That's the only thing. Not contrast-wise, but I'm just not really kind of going, wow, look at that off-roadness. I'm not seeing like rally. I'm imagining speed. I'm imagining a bit of a danger. I'm imagining seeing maybe like rocks being flicked up from the back of the wheels. But there, the wheels are kind of stationary. There's a bit of a splash there. There's just he's just kind of got his arm out the window. He's just chilling. He's just going for a drive. And like over here, the contrast of the stones, it's all just kind of a bit, you know, like it's a bit of a muddy area. So maybe two things here. A lower down position where you're closer to the water. The closer to the water you get, the bigger that the truck will look like as it comes into the water. Also means the splashes and everything will look that much bigger. It will also mean that the water that they're crossing will look like that much longer. But yeah, I'm needing more of an it's just a car going into some water. It's in comparison to other photos. This is just there's not really. I wouldn't be putting it on my website. As in, if you had your own portfolio website, I wouldn't really bother with that one. It's just not anything too much interesting happening in that photo. Next one. Okay, so this one is called Rock and Roll. Okay, so you've got a girl here lying down, facing straight up to the camera. You can tell she's lying down because of the position of her hair there. And you've got these records in the background. So it looks like she's kind of rock and roll. Again, very beautiful girl there. Again, the resolution that you sent me is again just a little bit sketchy, so I can't really see the kind of brilliantness that you've got, how sharp it is on her face. But again, it's kind of, you've done a high exposure on her face, which has given her lovely smooth skin. The light that you've done, it looks like you've done almost like a straight on shot, but maybe like a flash from either side. Let's have a little closer look. In her eyeball, you can see a flash to the left and a flash to the right. So that means we've got light coming from both sides there. So yeah, that was good. Bit of a shadow in the hand over here, bit of a shadow in the hand over here as well. So it looks like the light sources you've used haven't been very big and soft, just considering how like harsh that shadow is. So maybe using bigger umbrellas or something. It looks like it might have been very, very close to her there. So yeah, that's good. The only thing I would say is maybe being a little bit further away, because it looks like you've been a little bit closer to her and used a slightly more of the wide angle edge of the lens. So yeah, a little bit further away, so a longer shot and bigger umbrellas, I think would just give that a little bit of a softer look, certainly around the hands regarding shadows. Because there's also quite a bit of a colour difference between her face here and then her red hands at the side. So like, lovely soft orangey tan skin here, and then kind of bright red hands there as well. But that's just a general thing that we've all got to kind of keep our eyes peeled for. Okay, next one. Okay, this next one is self-portrait. Oh, okay, so Piotr, I realise this is you're a guy. Either that or I'm really confused. Okay, let's look at this shot. You look kind of grumpy. But yeah, really liking that. You've got kind of cool gelled hair straight into the camera, light off to the side. You can see that you've got the flash on camera and also the light to the side of you there. You've almost got Rembrandt lighting, so you've pretty much had the flash at 90 degrees, as in like horizontal to straight to the side, or what you would also say at the camera plane, camera angle, something like that. Sometimes it's a little bit better to have the light a little bit higher, shooting down onto the face. So it's more like that kind of sunlight position coming down, because it is slightly distracting me that the kind of shadow of your nose kind of goes up the way over there. It's kind of going over there. But again, I don't know whether that's just a resolution of this image that's kind of degraded the kind of whatever shadow you naturally had going on there. Sharpness wise, it looks brilliant. Right around the hair looks good, and you've also got this lovely kind of background light or just general vignette that you've added. That's a cool shot. The only thing is, modelling wise, the grumpy face, the grumpy lips, like eyes wise, like just getting close in and just having a shot there. That is, oh no, there. That is model-esque. That is looking like a cool shot there, but that bit there, you're just kind of looking like you're chewing the inside of your lip. Yeah, you can, like that. So maybe just a totally relaxed face of your mouth, or even just going completely crazy, just going kind of little shot. That'd be quite cool. Show a little bit of the different personality. So yeah, in the self-portrait, I say it's sometimes good to show your either your personality or your dark side as well. So maybe that's your dark side. But yeah, cool. Okay, like that one. Like the kind of everything you've done with that. That's looking good. And the last one is called "Wine is Fine, but Whiskey's Quicker." Stock photo. Brilliant stock photo. I think I might have seen this one on my Facebook page. Did I? I think I might have. But yeah, okay, so this is using some quick flash strobe photography, and you're dropping some wine into this lovely glass here, and that's coming down, and that is That is a brilliant stock shot. I especially love the fact that there's just a little touch of wine that looks like it might just spill out. So that's giving, you know, the wine just splashing in is lovely, but then there's this little bit there, you just kind of go, oh, is it going to cause a stain? So yeah, I like that shot a lot. So totally white background and lighting from some angle. I can't even tell what angle it is there. But yeah, no, that looks really good. Very, very impressed. As a stock shot, that's good. See, for your website, shove a logo on there. I think that would be good because that's a good shot there. Just make double, triple, 100% sure that that is totally vertical, going up and down there. But I think you have there. I think I'm squint rather than the photo squint. Yeah, looks spot on. Okay, great shots, great shots. I'll give my written review and my score on the blog. Okay, so thanks a lot for that, Piotr. Is that how you pronounce it? Piotr or Piotr? Piotr. Is it like the Polish word for Peter? I don't know. Tell me, let me know. Anyway, cool, thanks for that, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers, bye.